Let's go next to, what could this be? We're going to a caller from Country Code 44. Country Code 44, where are you calling from? What's your name and what's on your mind today?
My name is Tamara Carter, and I'm calling from Northamptonshire, United Kingdom.
All right. Very good to hear from you. What's on your mind?
Yeah. Yes, I'm a big fan. I do enjoy your podcasts.
Good.
On YouTube, and I have been encouraging my colleagues and friends also to watch because they're big friends of TYT and Democracy Now! And I thought actually they may benefit from watching you as well.
Good.
So the reason I'm calling, and I'm hoping it's more around constructive criticism rather than destructive.
Very good.
Is my background is an adult mental health social worker here in the United Kingdom, which I guess would be the equivalent of a LCSW in the States.
Got it.
And I'm originally from the States, so I've had experience in both. And the reason I'm calling is because obviously I've been watching quite regularly your show, and when you address issues around mental health, particularly with our president, and I know that you have expressed your opinions in regards to possible dementia.
Sure.
Among other issues. And I think if I wanted to be constructive, I mean, I don't know your background. I don't know if you have a clinical background.
I don't.
Or what your qualifications are in regards to any kind of clinical input around mental health or around behavioral studies or around mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say...
What's the criticism? I can handle it. I can see you're dancing around because you want to be polite, but I can take it. What am I saying that's wrong?
It's not, I think it's... What I'm trying to say is... I wouldn't be diagnosing someone if I don't have that background.
Right. Okay, good. No, I think it's fair. I thought you were going to go in a different direction, which is I shouldn't say Trump is insane because that actually it has a very particular stigma and connotation. And I really am trying to catch myself on that because it's this reflexive term I sometimes use. And I thought that was going to be your criticism, and it's not. So let's not even go into that. Here's the thing. I am aware of the longstanding policy, at least in the American Psychiatry Association. And my dad's a psychiatrist. His wife is a psychologist. My girlfriend is a therapist as well. And I have a long family lineage of mental health workers. And I understand the concept of not diagnosing if you've not personally examined someone. I am sort of reporting on, I've never on a whim come up with the idea that Donald Trump may be exhibiting the early signs of dementia. I am merely reporting on what mental health professionals are saying. And I do believe that that's an important distinction. If I was just making this up out of thin air, that I think would be inappropriate. Reporting on the fact that mental health professionals are discussing this, I do think is okay.
No, I agree with you. I think when I watch your podcast, though, it hasn't always been clear that this is what has been reported or this is what is being said. It came off as more of this is my opinion, which is fine, and it should be labeled as an opinion.
Sure.
But I think it's also, and the reason why people probably hesitated, which I'm glad they haven't now, I'm glad that they are speaking up. Actually, they have been speaking up since 2015. But it's more of the people I work with are not usually, people with significant mental health difficulties are not individuals who usually are in positions of power.
Sure.
And in essence, they tend to be the most vulnerable, the most exploited, and the most abused.
No question about it.
And they have labels and stigmas and taboos attached to them. And I just think it's, what happens is my concern is when things are made like this, they can be taken flippantly. And actually what you want to do is just open dialogue rather than people feeling attacked. Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen, I think I get the point. I in no way, the reports that I do are based on what mental health professionals are saying. If I don't always make that clear, I should make a better effort to. So point taken, and certainly we've been reporting on mental health stigma for a long time.
No, I'm pleased to hear it because, like I said, the other ones I just hadn't heard. And other than that, I think it's fabulous, and thank you very much for taking my phone call.
Very good. Always great to hear from our friends across the pond in the UK.